welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's all up next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing is Hurts. That one complete out to Dotson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hurts. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, here's the option. Gets past one, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one, a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. In motion goes the tight end. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahan Dotson, 59 yards. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here in this Super Bowl. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. Zach Baugh there on the tackle.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Hunt. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They trying to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll go to P-Ryan trying to pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Samaje P-Ryan punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them, I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje P-Ryan. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
In motion left comes Brown.
Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. One quarter in the books.
14 apiece is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Grant Calcaterra.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Caught left side, Hopkins. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Barkley, inside handoff. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Back to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They work now on 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Second and a couple.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Out left to Dotson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing is Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 6. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll get this out to his running back, P. Ryan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. He's over 300 yards passing already, as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And again, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it all the way to the end zone.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll begin by running the option. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that sack.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. Yep. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Hurts on the option right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Chiefs offense ready to go again.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. But no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And with that last completion, folks, he now owns the NFL record for most passing yards in a single game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. Still going inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Michael Dana
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied fourth quarter as it kicks away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at a yard. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, it's Pacheco. Dances by him, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
That is caught. It's the tight end got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Back to throw again. It's caught. Smith will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This 2nd and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
With that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He he's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Dana in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as it kicks away. Pushing his way through. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Finding Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Mahomes. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's a 2nd and 7. Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Mahomes. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And this is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in the overtime session. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. KC's offense ready to take over. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules will change, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So, CD, in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure, knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation for opportunities like this.
This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Mahomes now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. It's Sidney Brown with it.
Jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get